I got my hands on a Pico 4 and I need you to hear me out. Listen closely for a minute because this is a call to action. Reviewing headsets, extremely hard and something I've always felt I failed everybody on anytime I've ever reviewed a headset. Because you see, virtual reality, please hear this rant out, is an extremely personal experience. We are talking about a head-mounted display that you wear that has specs that don't account always for the wide range of body types out there, whether it's the physicality of the human being, the size of the head, the IPD. There are so many variables to a human being that these headsets can somehow still create the amazing virtual reality experiences that we have. However, every time I review a headset, it's kind of from the frame of my body and how I wear it. Give you a comparison, go buy a PlayStation 5. The specs are the specs for the most part. Everyone is getting a homogeneous experience, and you can kind of understand how that will affect you. However, when you actually look at the questions and look at the comments that come up on headset reviews, you realize the wide variety of people that are out there, and how just because there is a spec sheet for the Pico 4 doesn't mean that the headset's going to apply to you the same way everyone else is going to have that experience. And because of that, I always feel that I fail on a VR headset review. So I am going to review a VR headset, the Pico 4. I'm going to show you a little bit of it today in an unboxing of it, just some high-level thoughts. But here's my call to action. What I need from you is I'm going to make possibly an overly long review video, an hour plus, answering every single question that I see in a comment section or on Twitter. Follow me there, I need the clout. Because it is important to me that no matter how minute the question might be, to try to answer it, to try to investigate how does that factor in? How could this affect person A versus person B? How can I give you a true VR headset review that isn't just, hey, let's compare it to the Quest 2, because I don't want to do that. How does this hardware affect the end user? And we'll compare it at the end. But I truly want to put my best effort in to a true Pico 4 review that matters to you and does my audience the biggest service that I ever could do, regardless of how long this review takes me. And that's what I'm interested in. But I did record an unboxing. I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm going to pull it up and we can go through. So I obviously the box. We have to talk about the box, right? It's a Quest 2 box, pretty much. I mean, from the dimensions of it, from the pictures on the back, on how they're kind of that grid style layout. It is a very familiar box. You open it up. And actually, I'll take away the Quest. You open up any VR headset, the boxes are really becoming homogeneous in a way. And that's kind of interesting. But yeah, overall, the box is the box, guys. The box itself, or excuse me, the headset itself, super light. I was very impressed with how light it was right off the bat. It's very small. I think anyone who's never held a headset with pancake lenses, this is going to be an interesting experience for you. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised on what pancake lenses can do. But I thought overall the design of it, it's very familiar, it's very light. The strap itself on the top is very kind of hardish plastic, but it's still a little malleable, but it's definitely more rigid than other headsets. The sides are very tight, very kind of, they're harder than I expected, to be honest, and I like that. I do like the dial strap on the back. I've always been a fan of those, especially when you're in a headset. I would prefer not to pull on straps on both sides. I really liked the dialed in headset. Volume button was at an interesting position on the top of the strap, which I kind of like. It seems like a more natural cadence to reach up here rather than reaching low, so I liked that. It does have onboard speakers, which I need to play around with. By the way, I have not turned on this headset yet, so I'm learning all of this, but it's a pretty cool looking headset. I just wanted to share that with you, especially me being in North America. Many people are going to have to make decisions if they want to import it right now or when it eventually comes. I want to clarify that I have absolutely no inside information if it is coming to North America or not. I would hope the fact that I have one kind of alludes to the fact that it might be coming. I think it should. But yeah, that's just an interesting tidbit that I've noticed. The face gasket, super soft, guys, super soft. So I was very happy to see the face gasket being as soft as it was. I almost feel like I may not need a VR cover for it. However, it also is cloth, and I do feel like if you sweat like I do, why I have hats on a lot of times, look at that brow, look at that flop sweat going on. I feel like you're going to get it dirty really quick, so that is something to keep in mind. Controllers, though, are very interesting. Super lightweight. They have no battery in them yet, so I need to put a battery in them, but they still feel pretty good. They feel a little looser in my hands than I'm expecting or I'm used to, but that's also because I have custom grips on my Quest ones, so we'll have to play around with that. Layout's basically the exact same as controllers you're used to, although there are 2 extra buttons on these and a button with a camera logo, so it's interesting to see that there might be a easy way to take screenshots from the controller. I find that pretty useful because content creation is something I'm into. No shit. And being able to share stuff quickly and easily, I think is something that VR has been needing for a very long time, so that's very fun to see as well. There are some accessories that I saw in the box. There is a nose flap guard that I guess you can play around with. I'll have to experiment with that and see what the light leak is like, if I need it or not. And it does seem like there are some spacers for glasses as well. Like I said, I'm not going into depth here. This is not a high-level unboxing. This is just to show it to you, so there's something in it for you while I spew my call to action. The fact of the matter is there is going to be a lot of headset reviews out there, and a lot of them are going to compare this to the Quest 2. Rightfully so. I do not deny them that at all. But my goal when making a headset review is to elevate my content. My headset reviews have not been great. They have been... I've gotten good comments and good reactions off of them, but in my mind, they've always been too much tailored to myself, too much searching for reasons for you to watch it, when in reality... This is the opportunity to grab a headset, something I have early, something I have in North America now that's, a little harder to get, and answer your questions and actually dive into it. I'm talking the most minute ones. Take 3 weeks to make this review. However long it takes and how much time it takes. It is important that you know how this affects you because virtual reality is such a personal experience. And if I can do anything to make your life easier on a buying decision, if this is something for you, I wholeheartedly will take that responsibility the way it should be. And I just hope I can do right by you guys. That's it for today. Super quick. The review will be up when it's up. That's all I'm going to say. See you next time, Space Cowboys.